I'm Ruth, an inventor and engineer, and I've always been intrigued by machines that shape the world around us. When I was younger, I had no idea how exciting engineering could be, but now I want to help other people discover some of the amazing things that are happening all around them every day. We're here at Nestlé in Dalston, the home of the frothy coffee, to see an incredible machine that's helped speed up production. Hi Ian, nice to meet you.
Hi Ruth, nice to meet you. Welcome to Dalston, the home of Cappuccino.
I'm really excited to be here because I believe you have got a machine that will pack 60,000 sachets an hour.
We've got a line called UP1, which I'm extremely proud of, and the team have been working on for 2 years. So let's go and see it in the factory.
Perfect. Wow, there's loads going on here. Where are we now?
So now we're in the fill and pack department where we pack 25 million Nescafé sachets a week.
A week?
A week.
Wow. So this is the final product?
It is, Ruth. This is the final pallet going out to the warehouse to be dispatched. But less than 3 minutes ago, the powder wasn't even in the sachet. So Ruth, these are the sachets that we make on site. As you can see, we make 60,000 out of these sachets.
Wow. So, I mean, I started to count them as they're going past, but there's just so many. So every box has 10 of these in.
Yeah.
And they're all filled, depending what it's running, with a different coffee.
Exactly, yeah.
So the powder inside, is that made on site?
Yeah, everything inside the sachet is made on site. We bring the raw milk in and we dry the milk to make milk powder. We blend it in the dry mix tower and then we pack it here up on this line.
All here?
All here, yeah.
Okay, so you've got all of your powder that's up there in the big sacks, and that gets fed into the machine?
That gets fed into the machine, then the sachet is sealed, and then it travels down and filled into a skillet, and then into the pallet out to the warehouse.
In a matter of minutes. Time we're talking, there's so many boxes.
In less than 3 minutes from the bag to the pallet.
Hi Olivia, lovely to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Tell me what you do at Nestlé.
So I'm a third-year packaging apprentice, which is a degree apprentice based at our Dalston site.
Packaging, tell me all about it.
So packaging includes our primary pack here on site for our frothy coffee, and I have a sample here for you to have a take a look at. This has come off fresh from our UP1 line. This is our brand new pack, which is fully recyclable at store with large supermarkets with flexible pouch collection.
Fantastic. What made you want to design packaging?
So packaging for me is all about sustainability and the world around us, and here at Nescafé we want to make sure that we minimise waste, and one of the ways we can do that is making sure all of our packs are recyclable, like this sachet.
And this material that it's made of, obviously this coffee is now sealed within that. What does that mean for the coffee?
That means that your coffee will be extra frothy, extra fresh for 12 months.
Fantastic. So we get to try one?
Yes.
Oh, it smells amazing, and look at all that froth. Oh yeah, that's great. Production and machinery like this can only run smoothly with passionate people around it, like operational startup lead, Heather. Hi Heather, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I believe you are the expert when it comes to this machine.
So I'm the operational startup lead for this machine. So this is Universal Packed 1. This is our new 60,000 an hour sachet machine. So it's 3 times faster than any machine we've got on site currently.
It is an incredible feat of engineering. Just looking at this, there are so many working parts. You're gonna have to break it down for me.
It's fine, no problem.
So this looks like the packaging, and this is going to be turned into the little sachets.
So this is a 10-lane filler. So at the minute it's 20, and then it'll get split into 2, which then makes it the 10 sachets. And I'll show you the sieving on the other side.
So there's powder coming in here and there's sachets coming out of there. What's happening in between?
So the 2 filling bags, they're coming via the screw into this little hopper here, which then goes down the auger tube. So these are tiny tubes where the auger's moving in and out. These auger screws give the precision and the accuracy that we need for good filling weight. So this is so that we don't overfill or underfill and the consumer still gets what they want.
So the perfect cup of coffee, that blend is perfection.
Yes, exactly that. The sachet itself then goes on 2 rollers, which are heat sealed, and then it'll be the horizontal seal. And then them sachets will be cut, and then at the bottom here, they'll be picked on the pick and play. which is then took up a conveyor to the next part of the process.
So they start on this lovely little sachet roller coaster and they head up this way. Now, not only is there some incredible bits of engineering just happening in this space, but there's also all these cameras, and I've seen the screen there. What's all that about?
So because of the line being as fast as it is, we don't have the means to always know what the issues are when something breaks down. This allows us to go back to the cameras, to basically slow the cameras down so we know that's exactly what's happening at that time.
So you have like a slow motion replay.
Exactly that.
Wow, all this technology just to make coffee is incredible. So they're on their little journey and we're heading that way.
Yeah.
What happens next?
So once we get to this part, this is called the eye track. So this is the electromagnetic conveyor to the line. So this is a lot more precise than having belts and chains, which means that when it is going on the magnets, it's a lot more precise with speed and where the weight lines up with the pockets as well.
Well, there's loads of these going round. How do they know what to do? Are they all individually programmed or?
So there's one master bucket and they all follow around. So as long as you've got that first one correct, the rest just following that pattern.
So depending on what it's producing depends on how many sachets go in a box, is that right?
Yes, so currently this will do 7s, 8s or 10s depending on the format that we're picking. So that will know how to drop it into the bucket and then it'll go on to the next process of putting it into its box.
Perfect, and the box that's down there, right?
Yes. So this part is basically where the sachets will go on an equalizer belt, which means that they get compressed to be more uniform before they go into the skillet itself.
Okay.
It goes along that electromagnetic belt.
What on earth is that? What is going on here?
This is where the sachets get put into the box. So they will be on air suffers that open the box and allows the sachets to be pushed in through the bucket into the skillet.
That is so clever. So just by air, we're opening those boxes and we're putting those in the process.
Yes, and depending on the bucket size, that's where it'll either be 7s, 8s or 10 sachets. The box size never changes, it all goes into one.
The timing on this must be so important. Honestly, all these moving parts, I mean, even if you make something basic with the motor and a servo, you feel like you've done something quite complicated, but this is on a whole different scale. You've got so many bits. Earlier I was like, oh, it's not picking one up. No, because there's a gap, it knows.
Yeah, so when we're on 7s, there's no gap whatsoever, and literally it'll be going faster than that.
That's crazy. So they get turned and they get pushed into the box.
Yeah.
And then they go along.
Yep, so they'll get glued along here, and then basically they'll go to the check weigher where they'll all get weighed.
And up to this point, so no one's touched the sachet, right?
No, all done mechanically.
So when you open your box and you take out a sachet, you are the first person to touch it.
Exactly that, yeah.
That's so cool. What is happening here?
So this is your inline check weigher. So every single pack that goes through the line out to consumer has to be weighed. So this will reject any packs that are lightweight, overweight, any packs that have 7 sachets in, or any defect, so it doesn't make it out to the consumer.
And then it carries on its journey over to the next bit, and this is where it gets ready to be palleted, right?
Yes, exactly. So it'll get put into trays.
Tell me what's happening here.
So this is where your 6 boxes will get put into a tray. The tray is basically so that the boxes don't get damaged on transit to the customer.
It's absolutely mesmerising, but all I can think about is all the different departments that must have worked together to make this happen. You've got packaging, and you've got all this clever engineering, and all of, I don't know, it just, I could sit and watch this all day.
Yeah, there is a lot going on. You've got to make sure that the trays are fed in, you've got to make sure the glue pellets are always up, just so that it doesn't stop gluing, and then the mechanics just does itself, basically.
So down at this end, for the grand finale of this whole impressive machine, we have a giant robot arm.
Yep, so that robot arm, it'll put them into whatever formation, whatever market that stock is going requires. And then that will go to the end of this conveyor like it is doing. The operator will put in a ticket, and then we've got another robot that'll come to collect it to take it into the warehouse.
So it is packed by a giant robot arm,
yeah,
and then it's taken by a robot to the warehouse.
Yeah.
I have had so much fun. Thank you so much, Heather, for showing me your amazing machine.
Well, thank you for visiting. I've loved it.
Well, that certainly was eye-opening, and what an incredible bunch of engineers. I can't wait to see what our next amazing machine is.